I am not creative, but I'm a creator of things. I'm creative, but I don't believe it. I've created things. If you look through my history of my life, I've been 5 years at a job where creating things has been part of my everyday. I've done 2 websites, 2 educational platforms, roughly 400 hours of raw footage shot and edited. I've created. I have video posted, consumed, appreciated. But I don't feel creative. If you came up to me on the street and asked me, "Hey Mike, are you creative? Are you a creative guy?" I'd probably say no. I don't feel creative. But I create. So am I creative or am I not? For whatever reason, my brain just doesn't make the connection between creative and creative, if that makes any sense. Essentially, it's like this. I create. It's what I do. It's part of me. It's inescapable. I cannot not create. If I don't create for a while, I will feel listless and terrible, and I will fall absolutely apart. But if I go to be creative, I still fall apart. My anxiety goes through the roof. My pulse easily jumps over 100. And I simply freeze. I can't create. I can't express myself. See, actually being creative and creating, for me, aren't the same. There's part of me that is creative, and there's part of me that doesn't acknowledge it. For instance, this video you're watching right now, assuming it gets made, is something I will have created. And regardless, this footage I've created. It's something. It exists in digital form, but it is something. It exists. It's created. Now, and that applies to anything else I want to do. How do I make that jump? I don't know if I know how. I'm good at a lot of things that directly get in the way of being creative. I am excellent at video games, but not for the purposes of being creative. Simply good for tuning out. I am excellent at making promises. I am a massive expert at that. But that doesn't help. I can come up with an idea for a short film, for a YouTube series, but it's that transition to where I actually have to put on my creative hat and create. It's almost like I can create as long as I don't know that I'm creating. Because as soon as I am aware of my creation, my brain just says, no, you can't create. And maybe that's part of the problem. Maybe it is just all in my head. Think of it this way. Have you ever known someone who's afraid, terrified of something normal? I mean, yeah, lots of people have arachnophobia or fear of deadly situations or public speaking. But have you ever met someone who's afraid of something normal? Their body elicits a dozen responses, all in terror. Now, I've studied a little bit about psychology and the brain. No way am I any sort of mental health professional. Normally, I prefer to be the patient. But I know what's happening. The flight or fight response is taking over. Essentially, the human brain diagnoses a problem, a danger, an issue, and it responds, which that is great if you're in a burning building, if you're in a car accident, if you are stranded in the wilderness, your brain will help you survive. But that doesn't apply. I mean, when I go to create, there's no life or death circumstance. I mean, even if I lost my job, A, my wife still works. B, there's a list of a dozen people who would let us starve. And then another list of at least 3 or 4 people who I could talk to. Business owners who I'm sure could receive help. So nothing I create or fail to create is a life or death issue. Why do I still give that response? Why does my brain still freak out so bad when it comes to creating? Can I be that scared of failure? Can I be that scared of it not turning out? Could I be that scared that somebody actually might like it? One of the things I used to struggle with a lot, especially earlier on in my career, and arguably still do. Whenever I would finally create something, I'd start on it, and I'd create, and I'd start, and I'd go, and I'd grow, and I'd put work into something. It probably didn't ever see the light of day, even though it may have been complete. See, I would establish a limit here. This is where it is complete, it is ready to go, launch it, call the press, we're good to go. The problem is that the actual level of finish, where everyone else would call it finish, is way down here. I would put so much extra work and polish and revision, and I had to keep diving in, that I would delay letting it go, letting it out there. And eventually what would happen is I'd find myself sitting on the project 6 months later, no longer relevant, no longer needed, and just discarded. I have projects on my hard drive that are great starts, never finish. And so many more ideas that were never more than ideas. Where does one bridge that gap? Where does my intrinsic need to create meet creating? Where do those two intersect? And let me create. How does one create? In the fear of creation. In the fear of creating. Here's my answer. I'm going to suck horribly. I've decided since my original project for this channel couldn't make it work, for a lot of the reasons I've outlined here. I've decided I'm going to make this channel, slightly selfishly, although my dear wife Courtney will be involved, occasionally featured, I am going to make a whole bunch of really sucky videos. If you want good quality, you want solid cinematography, great. Maybe I'll put a list of channels to go in the description. You won't find that here. I want a place where I can make things and expect them to suck. I want the videos here to suck so badly that it inspires other people to copy it and to make their own sucky videos. 'Cause I'm annoyed. I really am. This creative fire that is burning in inferno-y depths, it needs out. So, if you're here to watch a sucky video, welcome. You found the right place, although I will not blame you if you don't make it through any videos. If you're here to see great quality videos, like I said, I will have lots of better channels for you right down below. And if you're friends or family and you figure that you are stuck watching this just because I know you, I release you from said restraints. No one must watch this. Anybody can, if there's something you like or something you find cool, or you just want to share this challenge with somebody else. Go ahead. Nothing here will be that private. In fact, nothing here will be private. So, hi. This is me. And I guess I'm creative. I guess I don't have much of a choice.